Hello everyone, welcome to session 54. So we are into the last part of the play, the final act, act number 5. What we will see in this session is to look into resolving action, the final actions of the play, and to understand how tragedy looms because of the actions of various characters in the play, and to understand actions leading to the tragedy of King Lear. So after Lear and Cordelia were defeated at Dover by the British army, they were brought in as Edmund's prisoners. So now Edmund has the control over the actions, and Lear declares that he will be happy to spend the rest of his life in the prison as long as he has Cordelia by his side. But Edmund here instructs one of his officers to take them away, and he orders them to be executed. Albany wants Cordelia and Lear treated well, and he is angry because Edmund had not taken any advice from him before giving his orders. Regan, on the other hand, declares that Edmund is now her husband and the new Duke of Cornwall, and now he has to be treated Albany's equal. Regan complains of feeling sick at this point because we learn that she has been poisoned by Gondril so that Gondril can have Edmund for herself. We see villainous nature of these two sisters, coming into limelight in the final act, where here Gondril she poisons her own sister Regan so that she can get her desire fulfilled to stay with Edmund. Albany accuses Gondril and Edmund of conspiring to kill him and taken over the kingdom. So what he does is that he challenges Edmund to prove his innocence in a single combat, and a trumpet is blown and the combat is ready, and Edgar, with his face hidden, he arrives to answer the challenge. He fights Edmund mortally and wounds him and reveals his true identity. So it is at this point that Edgar he finally takes his revenge against Edmund. Albany, at the same time, he produces the treasonous letter, and the dying Edmund confesses his guilt. So, when Albany exposes Edmund with the letter which he had written earlier, and Edmund, before he dies, he confesses his guilt, the mistake he has committed. Now, Gondrel, with her dreams of power broken, she lives in despair, and in that despair, she stabs herself to death. So, what we see in this part of the play, how tragedy leads to the death of all these characters, most of the characters, with their pride, with their ambition of power, with their desire, with to and their lust toward others. Finally, it ends in a kind of tragedy. Edgar here he tells his story revealing that Gloucester dies of a broken heart after Gloucester comes to know that Lear is defeated and he is taken as a prisoner and he is given order to be executed. And Edmund, in what seems a last minute bid to redeem himself at the point when he was about to die, he reveals that he has arranged for Lear and Cordelia to be hanged. He has given orders of execution. Albany, who wants to protect Lear and Cordelia, he sends his men to stop the execution, but they are too late to do that. By then, Cordelia is already executed. The devastated father, Lear, he enters with the dead Cordelia. He reveals that he killed the hangman, but he was too late to save Cordelia. He rants and raves before dying of a broken heart, desperately trying to convince himself that his beloved daughter is still alive. It is at this point we see the tragedy of Lear. Because of the mistake he has committed, it resulted in his tragedy. He loses his most loving daughter, whom he has banished earlier. And he still tried to convince himself that his beloved daughter is still alive before he dies of broken heart. Albany, who appears in a positive light at the end of the play, he promises to restore order and justice to the kingdom after the death of Lear. He declares that Edgar and Kent they both will serve with him as joint rulers. Kent, however, Duke of Kent refuses this honor. He says that he does not long for this world and will soon follow his master to death. So the ending of the play leaves most readers filled with a sense of tragedy and loss. In spite of Albany's noble intentions to establish just rule, the merciless fate that befalls Lear and Cordelia leaves any thoughts for a bright future, and it leaves audience feeling very much hollow. So this is how we understand the tragedy of Lear. So at the end, I have given MCQs related to session 53 and 54, and you should also go to the PPTs of session 55 and 56 where major themes are given and they are explained in detail. Make sure that you go through session 55 and 56 also to understand the major themes and major symbols of the play so that you can have better understanding. Meanwhile, go through these multiple choice questions and answer them. Thank you.